Hello, Ravencoin lovers. This is Raven Rebels, and today we're going to talk about how you can combine Twitter with Ravencoin. So, let's get started. Since yesterday, we are running a little proof of concept live on Twitter. We made a script or a little bot that the bot will read all the replies to a tweet and look for Ravencoin addresses. If it finds a Ravencoin address, it will send a token to that address. So you can use almost like airdrops, Twitter drops. So yesterday we asked people to reply to this tweet with their address, Ravencoin address, and we sent them a Hopium token. We have not in any way made this Hopium token. We love it, but we are not behind it. Someone has done a great work with this Hopium token. We received it when we had another demo. So if you have more Hopium tokens, please reach out to us. We love it. And so we are behind this proof of concept, but not at all behind the token. So how does it work? Well, first let's check out the analytics, and you can see that quite a lot of people saw this tweet. We have 188 responses, and it's quite simple. So we have Ravencoin running here, and now I'm running this Twitter bot, which is it goes to Twitter I've set this one to 9 seconds. So every 9 seconds it goes to Twitter and it looks for the last answers and trying to find an address to send to. So we can then go to our tweet, and I can reuse this address. So I will now reply to this tweet with an address, and that should make our bot find it. So let's see here. Let's send the tweet, the reply, and we wait a bit, and then the next tweet. It depends on when Twitter updates the API. So it will now. Now it found it, and we see that the transaction is outgoing. And our wallet is in Spanish because we started to make videos in Spain. We want to help Latin America find Ravencoin. So I guess this is our transaction. Let's take the transaction ID and let's go to a block explorer. And you can see it's unconfirmed, but one Hopium is going away to another wallet. So it's very effective. It's an extremely effective way to spread a token. Wonderful. Okay, now let's have a look at the code. So to see the code, you go to Github, to Raven Rebels, and you select the Twitter bot repo. And to make this work, you need to, first of all, you have to register at Twitter as a developer, and they have to approve you. You need a full node, a Ravencoin node. You also need Node.js to run the script. And then, of course, you need this code from GitHub. And this index.js contains the logic, yes, but you will also have to create a config.json file where you configure your specific settings. We have a sample file here for you, so you can see what it should look like. And you can set how many seconds should it be between each poll from Twitter. Should it be crazy mode, like every 5 seconds, or maybe every minute or so? And you can set which type of token you want to send. And this is important. This is the bearer token. This is your access key to your Twitter app, because you have to go to the portal, developer portal at Twitter. You click developer portal, and you have created your app. And there you have keys and tokens, and there you can find your bearer token. So don't give that out to anyone because then they can run as your app. So let's head over to the file with the logic, index.js. Let's start from the reversed beginning. In this interval, we will invoke the work function. And what does the work function do? Well, first of all, it checks that it can make a RPC call to your wallet. Otherwise, you probably didn't configure it the way you should. And we start also with we will create, because you might have multiple tweets that you're looking for, right? So for every tweet, we create a new file on disk, a JSON file, and we store all the replies in this JSON file. So every time you run this, you can check if you have processed a reply or not. So we get the reply from Twitter, and for every reply, we add this to our quote database. It's just a JSON object, which we save on disk. And then we iterate over all the replies, and we can of course skip the ones that already have a transaction ID. That means we have sent something to them. Okay, so now we have replies that do not have any transaction ID. So we split the text, that is the text of the reply, and for each word, because the reply doesn't have to have like just the address. It's very likely that the user have added some words to the reply. So we say that we assume that a valid address must be over 20 characters. Otherwise we skip that word. And we ask the wallet, is this a valid address? If it is a valid address, we just send as a token that you configured to this address, and we save the transaction ID for this reply, and we save it. That's it. That's it. It's 163 lines of code with some comments. So here you have everything you need, and we hope that this has that this can inspire you to do your stuff with Ravencoin and Twitter. And innovation, as we say, innovation is all about taking stuff that already exists and start using it in a new way. So use your imagination and do crazy cool stuff. And if you are the person behind this token, please reach out to us. We want to have more Hopium tokens. We love Hopium. So hopefully you liked this video, and hopefully you learned something from it. And if you like it, please leave a like or a comment or at Twitter or YouTube, wherever you are. And so thanks for watching. Bye.